What up, Dokkaners? I know the part EX is not here yet. We will probably be getting word of this tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. I am trying to put on a brave face for you guys, and I'm holding on, just trying to remain stalwart in my resolve that we will be receiving the part EX. There's no reason why we wouldn't. We just gotta be patient, all right? So in this video, I'm dropping this video early because I'm a little concerned about what could end up happening when we actually get the announcement. There could be a lot of information dropping at the same time. Part EX, the global first, maybe some new summon indication. I don't know. Maybe we get some other news. Maybe Raditz's Dokkan Fest details drop as well. In the interest of not clustering everything at the same time, I wanted to get some of it out early, which is why we're doing this now, so that I could talk to you guys about this event and why these two units are so busted. You have to have them ready to go. So with that said, let's jump in. Let's just start off by talking about why these guys are so good. Both lead their respective families, two of the biggest categories in the game, at 180%. They both have the ability to massively raise attack and defense for one turn, cause Mega Colossal on the 18 key. And they both also have the ability to massively further raise their stats at the 12 key. Goku raises defense massively, and then raises attack normally for one turn, cause Colossal, and then the opposite for the Vegeta. Then for the passive. Now, the passive is insane. Let me just start off by saying both have the ability to cancel enemy actions. That ability is exclusive to the 7-year LRs, so that is a big plus for the Super Saiyan 4 LRs. But the one caveat here is that they have a little bit more of a limited condition, because here, disables enemy actions once within the turn is there, but it only happens when facing 2 or more enemies, when activating the active skill, or when performing a super attack when key is 24. Now, based on the wording, you might be confused. I'm telling you, you have to be facing 2 or more enemies. So that is the major difference. The Super Saiyan 4 LR EZ, or the Year 7 LRs, they both have it in their passive, where it is not conditioned on who you're facing. You can do it at any point as long as you launch the 18 key. Whereas these guys, you have to be facing 2 or more enemies. So this is going to be primarily useful on things like Super Battle Road or the first rounds of certain red zone events. And you have to have key 24, or you have to use the active skill. So it's a little bit limited, but it is still very much useful. Now, that being said, the rest of the passive is basically the same, except for one difference. Attack and defense plus 140, plus an additional attack plus 10 and defense plus 20 for start of each turn, attack up to 30 and defense up to 60. For the Goku, it's different. Goku simply gains attack plus 20 up to 60 at the start of each turn. And then both have the ability key plus 2 per rainbow or AGL key sphere obtained, plus an additional key plus 1 per non-matching key sphere obtained, medium chance to counter, and then once again the disabling of enemy action. And then also for the active skill on turn 4 onwards, you can massively raise attack and cause ultimate damage to the enemy. So these two units are insanely busted. Did I mention they massively raise their stats? That is a 100% boost to the defense when you massively raise it. This guy effectively doubles his defense upon super attack. So whatever stats you have beforehand, when you do that, your stats will double. You launch the 18 key, you will do a similar thing. So these guys are going to be putting up ridiculous numbers. I think, if I remember correctly, people were talking about like 10 million plus starting attack on turn 1 on the appropriate teams. Now, when it comes to the leader skill, these guys unfortunately are a little bit different. The Vegeta is slightly less effective, as he is not part of the 200% team as the Goku is, because he has the Kamehameha link. So when you're looking at link comparisons, the Vegeta does suffer in one link, but still, he's going to be ridiculously strong. He does miss the Kamehameha link when compared to the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku shares that link here. So number-wise, stats-wise, you're going to be getting a ton of boosts, categories, and common. These guys are going to fit so well on so many different teams. These guys are rotation leaders. Like, they're so strong, they can lead rotations. You don't have to worry about them getting you killed. That's how strong they are. So that's pretty much how they work in a nutshell. In terms of how you compare them to the Year 3 LR EZAs, I would argue that these guys are overall better because they work on both the short term and the long term. The major weakness for the Year 3 LR EZAs is that their short form of abilities are not as potent, right? I did talk about how I like that they've given them more defense and temporary stacking, but still, they don't measure up on certain events. That medium chance to crit, medium chance to dodge doesn't always come through, and their stats are overall fairly low. So I wish they had a little bit more, but they simply don't. So when you compare that to the Year 4s, the Year 4s are just better. Of course, once you've had 6 turns and the Year 3s will transform, they fully heal you. They definitely do have value, and they definitely do things that these guys don't. But I think generally speaking, the Year 4 LR EZAs fit much more effective teams than the Year 3 LR EZAs do. But let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with that assertion. So now let's take a look at the event. Since this is an LR EZA event, that means 10 stages, which means multiple stones per stage. We're actually getting 4. we're getting 4 Dragon Stones per stage. I don't know why, which means 40 Dragon Stones plus the extra 3 from the mission, which means 43 Dragon Stones total. It's going to be a 1v1 going up until stage 7, at which point it becomes a tag team sort of situation. AGL and STR, so you want to be building your teams accordingly to counteract those types. Speaking of, the category that we want to bring is Power Beyond Super Saiyan to resist the damage, and Legendary Power is the link needed to catalyze the bonus attack. So this is only exclusive to the LR unit. So if you want to be doing extra damage, bring LRs that are on the Power Beyond Super Saiyan category. Lucky for you, I've got some teams that we could show in just a second. This is the category for Power Beyond Super Saiyan. You want to be primarily hovering on the left side here for the AGL and the tech. But if you've got other units here, that also works. I mean, this is going to be so easy and so strong. These guys are going to be so busted, it's not going to be a problem. I think, I don't know, JP players can let me know, are these events as tough as the year 3s? I know some people are having some issues with the year 3 LR EZA events, especially the Potara Vegito. Are these fights as difficult as that, or are they easier? I believe I've heard that these guys are easier. But with that said, let's take a look at the teams that I've got here. Here are some potential teams that you can run. Obviously, if you've got the 7-year LR lead, then you can run with the Power Beyond Super Saiyan category lead, which is the movie heroes, right? The gods. Bring them, you're set. Just bring one other LR to catalyze their links, and you're good. You don't even have to do that. You could just bring the 7-year LRs, have one transform into blue, have them run together, and you're all set. They're going to wipe the floor with those guys. So that is a team right there. These guys are not optimized. This is not an optimized team. I'm just showing you a bunch of different units that you can throw onto these teams just, you know, for some ideas. You can try them, or if you can try some other teams yourself. This team I'm actually very much excited for. I want to bring these guys. I'm going to be bringing Broly and Majin Vegeta together on a 150% Pure Saiyans team, because these guys could steamroll the competition, especially Broly. When facing a Goku's family category enemy, when facing a Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans, you're going to be just doing a ton of damage. Also, the attacks are guaranteed to hit, and their attacks are effective against everybody. So this STR Broly will do a ton of damage on not only both Vegeta, but also Goku. You obviously want to be keeping the Goku around for as long as possible so that you can use his full ability, but you want to be taking them out as quickly as possible too. So yeah, I think this is going to be my most fun team to run. The evil Saiyans, basically. I've got some other Vegetas in here, but I don't care about that. Mainly, I just want to be running him and the Majin Vegeta. I don't think I've ever used these guys outside of World Tournament, to be honest. So just an excuse to have some fun. Another team you could run would be a full 200% GT Heroes team. If you want to bring the Year 7 Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, you could do that too. These guys obviously do have type disadvantage against the Vegeta, so be careful. But once you transform, these guys are so broken anyway. Do you really have to be careful? Probably not. You could bring the pre-EZA'd versions of the Super Saiyan 4 LRs. They're still very powerful. They're still going to do a ton of damage when on the right team with the appropriate links active. And then we got some other guys to fill out the rotations here. And then here is a powerful comeback team. You could do powerful comeback. You could maybe even try a fusion or final trump card if you want. You could do an all-out struggle. I think maybe there are a lot of different options, but here's another version. Powerful comeback with a bunch of LRs and then some Year 7 units in here as well. Not Year 7. Universe 7 units here. I brought the blue Kaioken. If he wants to launch his Spirit Bomb, he could, and then give the entire team an attack plus 30% buff for the turn, which could be nice. So if you want to try that out, go ahead. You don't need the Year 4 LRs to actually run this event. And then here's my free-to-play team. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work out for me. I'm probably going to get slaughtered, but I want to try this out anyway. So I'm going to have we have a 70% lead for Superclass with this guy. We don't have the EZA on global yet, so this might be another disaster, but you guys will see it when I do my live stream. But there you have it, folks. That is pretty much a preview to the LR Year 4 EZAs. This is going to be awesome. I can definitely see a ton of victories emerging immediately following these EZAs coming out, because with that ability to cancel enemy actions with the insane stats that you get, a lot more people are going to be breezing through the red zone stages with these units, and it's going to be fun to see that. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, do you agree or disagree with my assertion that the Year 3 LRs are a little bit inferior to the Year 4s? Why not? What parts of their abilities give one the edge over the other? And what is your team that you're going to be running on the LR Super Saiyan 4 EZA event? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you're going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.